Hey, how's it going? Wow, I'm back. Maybe. I'm here. We're just gonna focus on what's in front of us. You know, uh, yeah, it's been a wild couple weeks, couple months. That's an interesting season, but yeah, I had a thought, and I want to share with you this thought. And it's about the message that I spoke about today at church, and it's out of Romans chapter 5, verse 15. It says, "But the free gift is not like the offense. The free gift is not like the offense. You know, like the offense is falling alongside or a deviation from the right path. Like this offense is actually a violation. And a lot of times we look at the violations in our life, maybe our secret sin, or maybe our overt sin, or maybe that time when you got upset, the time when you were angry and you harmed somebody, or whatever the case may be. Hopefully you're not harming anybody right now, but we look at like the offenses in our life, and we wonder like can I be forgiven for those things? Like, am I in too deep? You know, like, am I in too deep? Or maybe, because I offended, or because I have sin, like maybe I should go through some kind of ritual, like feel depressed, feel down, feel guilty, go through like an apology tour and apologize to everybody and their mother, like maybe like these things will help me measure up, uh, like this offense, like this sin. But in reality, the only thing that God is pleased with is this gift, this free gift, which actually the word derives from the word charisma. It's actually a gift of grace, a favor, that one receives without personal merit, like personal, like this deficit motivation, like me trying to work my way to God's approval, like like this is how I can treat my offenses or my sin. Like, let me try to strive and work my way out of this guilt just to appease the conscience, you know. But in reality, it's a free gift, this appeasement. It was free, but it cost God his life in the person of Christ. It says in Hebrews, like, without the forgiveness of sin, or without the shedding of blood, there's no remission of sin. And the thing about God's blood, it actually purges the conscience. It purges like the desire of me to try to strive and earn God's approval. Like the blood of Christ wipes my slate completely clean, So I no longer have to walk around with that guilt, that shame, that discouragement, And I'm not saying like, hey, if you offend somebody, go and make things right. Go and make things right. But by you making things right doesn't take away the offense. It's only by what Christ has done, like this free gift, you know. Because your sin is not like the free gift. A lot of times we compare the two. Like, okay, like the sin, and then now on the right side, I got this forgiveness. So, somehow, like these things are like one, or like equal, should I say, But in reality, it says that the free gift is much more greater. The grace of God is much more greater than that sin, you know. And I don't have to walk around with this guilt and shame, but I can walk around in liberty. I can walk in freedom, and God has given me that liberty. He's given me that confidence before Him. So don't walk in your shame, don't walk in your guilt, but receive the much more grace of God. Where sin abounds, there's a lot of sin in the world. I have sin, you have sin, and I'm not saying it like off the cuff, like lightly, like it's a very serious thing. But what's even more relevant, more serious, is the reality of the cross, and that your sin has been paid for. It's been nailed with a sure nail at the cross, and I can stand confident and boldly before God. This isn't like like one of those messages to try to get you, sensationalizing what's going on in society and all that. Like, like really, it's a heart issue. Like God wants to not just change you, but He wants to give you an exchange of life. He wants to give you a brand new heart. So hey, yeah, the fence is there, but guess what? The gift of God is much more